Welcome back to Let's Play Galactic Civilizations 2, Twilight of the Arnor, with me, Get Daved. So, might as well blow up this starbase while we've got the chance. Yes, they will pay. Actually, that looks like it hit them where it hurt. Actually, I should probably just try bagging all three of those resources, so... Well, we've got the chance. Alright, Argus here. That is a useful ship. I'm glad I built it. I do love its sensor range. 11 hit points. Oh, it could probably destroy 50 of my ships, but whatever. Any damage? These are absurdly powerful weapons. It's starting to bug me, in case you can't tell. And you know what? Let's use some of this money. I enjoy money. I wonder what we could do with money. We could build an Ariadne 5, all in one turn. Let's do it. I got tons of money to spend. You woke the sleeping giant. Buy another one. It's not even cheap. I'm throwing money away. This is irresponsible. It's like I'm having a midlife crisis. Alright. Can we get one more? Okay, seriously. And then I'm gonna friggin' kill these guys. 'Cause something inside my delicate psyche has snapped. And I kinda like it. You know that? I kinda like it. Time to reclaim Zasika, and I will shell it into the ground if I have to. Actually, I've got a better idea. Let's just put my transport at needless risk by positioning it poorly. Alright, now that that's done, let's see if they both die. That'd be kind of annoying. I refuse to accept that. It only took 24 damage. That must be a really good bit of chaff it's bursting. Alright, the good news is we'll get some reinforcements next turn. Apparently their chaff works about 50 times better than my invulnerability field, which I thought, you know, it sounded good at the time. Maybe not so much now. It'll be useful to get an Argus down there. They've been moving around a lot and I haven't been terribly aware of any of it. You know what? Let's have a chat with my friends here. I bet they have all sorts of technology I don't. Hit points plus 10%, large scale building, master hall building. And that'll boost my soldiering, so I want that too. You know what? All sorts of good stuff. What do you want? Do you want a ton of planets? They do tend to like those sorts of technologies. Alliances. You can have all sorts of disruptors. I'm not going to give away ECM. I don't want to give them any help on that. Hyperwarp? No, I don't really want to give that one away either. Invention cities. Oh yeah, they can have that. Canvium. You can have it. Yeah, it looks like they're not going to go for this trade no matter what, but can we get at least... Well, let's try one at a time. One at a time. Large-scale building would give us slightly larger ships. It's going to cost us a lot, but it will happen. And they wanted advanced starbase construction, eh? Okay. None of those techs were really deal breakers for me, and I really think getting bigger ships would help. Enhanced miniaturization tips the balance, hey? Yeah, that's a bit too useful than I want to give away, though. Alright, Master Hull Building would give us more hit points, so I'm going to try getting that one. Slowly giving away every advantage I have. Yeah, they liked the pain amplification. Alright, and I mean, quantum power plants would be kind of nice too. Finish upgrading that tree. But I don't really mind the idea of researching them. A lot of these other ones, either I can't or they're just not convenient right now. Not realistic right now. Wow, they didn't really value that very highly. And I'll take the soldering bonus too, because every little bit helps. I'm not really keen on giving away phasers MX. Anything? Space mining. There we go. Again, lots of technologies given up, but in my defense, all of those were super cheap, so who cares? And yeah, and the rest, not a big deal for me right now, at the very least. What about these guys? You got anything for me? Nope. Looks like they haven't been researching a lot lately, or at least researching things I don't have. To the shipyard, Robin! And all my ships have been starting with A's, so I've got a name planned out for this one already. It's going to be called the Avenger, because I'm now predominantly motivated by anger. You know, like those good guys in Star Wars. Not feeling terribly creative right now, as established. I'm mainly angry. But, more rings. You can never go wrong with having more rings. Or more nacelles. Can't go wrong with that either. Semi-symmetrical design. Needs a little bit of sprucing up in the middle. Not that much sprucing. Holy cow, look at the size of that thing. Really going for the Tomahawk vibe with that. Which is not that bad a vibe to go with. Yeah, that looks intimidating. Any other good pieces we're missing? I do like the ringer. Tough to find good places for it. I don't want to block the propulsion. That's just bad engineering. Alright, I don't care how much you cost. I just want to blow up every single Yor out there. Without exception. Alright, I'm a little disappointed in the effectiveness of the Nightmare torpedoes, at least. I don't know. I wasn't seeing a lot of value there. I'll still try using some of them, but I'm going to go with a mixed approach on this one. Okay, you can go on top. Please? There we are. Should probably take care of some of these things first. If I learned anything from some of my other designs, it's that I did not put enough shielding on. So we're going to go nuts, and we're going to seriously overkill on the shielding this time. 72, not good enough. Alright, 90, not good enough. Now it's probably cutting too much into its firepower. 90 is good enough. I've reversed my prior stance. I don't think we're going to need anything. Maybe a sensor array would be nice. Takes up 5 space, which does mean 1 less weapon, but for practical purposes I would like to have a bit more on there. And now, nothing but disruptors. Oh, that's bugging me. I somehow got a shield put there. We're just gonna have to pick a different place to dock these weapons. Alright. 90 shields. You know what? I'm gonna take off a couple more of those. We'll go with 72 shields and more firepower instead, just because, well, we might as well try. I don't know how much more effective this will be relative to the Ariadne, but at least it'll have more hit points, which turns out to be pretty meaningful. And you know what? It's not that much more expensive. And you are named the Avenger for your unslakable thirst for the blood of my enemies. Sorry if that creeped you out. As I mentioned, I'm really eager to get these Yor back for all the hurting they've done. I just want to pay it forward. Which I believe was the whole point of that movie. Alright. Time to hit turn and watch the sparks fly. Hey, a win! That was due. Alright, I'm actually going to pop up here. I'm a little confused by Phaser's MX, which I guess I found. Not 100% sure where they belong on the tech tree, but I guess there. Looks like a little bit of a misalignment. Where did that branch of the tech tree come from? Oh well. I guess I wasn't looking down that far. Yeah, time to upgrade the phasers. And now that I designed a super advanced one, it's good that I built a crap load of these old ships. I've been doing a lot of combat with individual ships, which, well, if you haven't noticed the lack of effectiveness, it's not as effective. Especially in that gauntlet I had, I think in the last video, where I lost 5 ships to 1 Yor battleship. Realistically, at least 2 of them should have been able to take it. And I mean, I ground it down to 1 hit point, or virtually 1 hit point once, and then actually 1 hit point another time. Yeah, it doesn't have to be like that. Let's check out that mining starbase. And I'm starting to get more interested in that research one down there. I believe I have another one much closer, but I wasn't thinking about it at the time. Yor Defender. It's almost insulting after the type of firepower some of their other ships have. Alright. We're going to liberate Zasika next video. I'll see you there.